everybody. Today I wanted to make a video about me playing with my Rubik's Cube. I got this a few years ago, and I really wanted to learn how to solve a Rubik's Cube. It took me a while to learn how to do it. I didn't really try too hard at first, but after some time, I looked at videos and I wanted to learn how to do it, but it was always right at the end that I couldn't solve it. So I had put it off for a long time. And just kind of like kept it on my desk unsolved for a really long amount of time until about a year later when I tried to do it again. And I finally found out how to do it properly. I was really only a few moves away from solving it completely. And I got really annoyed that it took me so long to do. But I was happy that I was able to finally solve it. Now, I'm not extremely good at solving it. I can't do it really fast. I'm not like those expert Rubik's Cube solvers that compete. So it still takes me about like a minute or so to solve it if I really try hard. And I don't plan on ever becoming a competitor for this. I just wanted to learn how to solve it. Just kind of one of those interesting things that you might know. Yeah, just cool party trick. So let's start. First I have to mix it up. And I usually just don't pay attention to what I'm doing. Just mix it up however whatever feels right in mixing it up. I can't remember all of these moves, so it's not like I'll mix it up and I'll solve it the same way. I mix it up, I won't just start going backwards. I usually just use a few algorithms to solve it. Some stuff that I found on YouTube. And I think that should be good. So this is what it looks like right now. And I just have to do my best to solve it. I've gotten worse at solving it because I don't do it all the time now. So sometimes I might forget the right moves to do. Especially if I'm doing it slower, then I might just have to restart a couple of times and try a few different things out. But let's hope. And I'll kind of just like go through it, like what I'm doing. So I usually start with the white side because it's the only one that's not an actual color. So it's very distinguishable, and I've always started with the white, so I kind of gotten used to how everything looks from this perspective. And what I want to do is I want to get a cross want to get the corners, so I'm going to start with the cross. If I get a corner at some point, it doesn't matter. It'll be a little bit helpful, but it also depends on what the right order is. So right here there's red, and over here there's orange, white and orange. So I want the red and orange to be across from one another. So I'll just turn it like this, bring it up, and now they're across. Next I want the white green and white blue to be across from one another. And the order of how it should be, like from over here, is important, but I usually forget what the correct order is around. And it's okay because it's just the first few moves, so if I mess up, I could easily just switch them around. So let's see. I'm going to put the blue up here, and over here is the green. So I'm gonna bring this forward. I'm going to turn it around, and now it's this is in line with this. So I'm just gonna bring it back up, and now I have the cross. This is not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to get one side completed, and around here is supposed to be the correct colors as well. So if there's blue right here in the middle, then blue should be on these two. So as you see right over here, there's red and green, but this isn't red and green. This is green and orange, so it has to be over here. So let me see if I got the order right. I'm going to move this out of the way, bring this back up so there's a cross, and I'm going to put the green, orange, and white right over here. So I just have to, it's in line. So this, if I turn it this way, as you can see, if I turned it this way and then brought it up, it'd be in the right position, but I want it to be with the white edge piece. So bringing it back to the old position, I'm going to bring this down first, bring it over, and then bring it up. And as you can see, as I said before, the blue and green has to be in the correct order. And as you can see right here, green, orange, and white is in the right position, but it's not ordered correctly, so I have to bring it around. I have to switch the green and the blue sides. So let's do that. I can also get the same effect by switching the orange and the red. Okay, so now this has also switched, and it's not in the right place anymore, so I'm going to bring it down, over, and out. So now we have the cross again. And so this is the green and orange. Green, orange, and white right here. Green, orange, white. Now I just have to bring it right over here. So I have to bring this piece over here. So as I said before, if I move it this way and I bring it up, then it would be in the right place, but I want the edge piece to be there as well. So bring it back to how it was, and you bring the edge piece down, bring it over, and then bring it up. As you can see, this is in the right position and it's in the right order. So now I have to do that with all of them. So I'll go through it a little bit quicker. So we have blue, white, and orange, and blue, the side. So now it's to the side. So I get to switch it in with the edge piece. Bring this down, bring it over, and bring it back up. I have to do the same thing with the two other pieces. So let's do that. Bring it over, bring it down, bring it in, bring it up. And same thing with this one. Bring it out, bring this down, bring it up. Okay, so as you can see, all of this is completed. And one side is completed as well. Also, so this is supposed to be in line with everything else, and this is very easy because you don't really have to do much. If you just move it around enough, they'll all be in the right place because the middle piece doesn't actually move. All of the pieces around it move. This stays in the same position. So all you have to do is turn it like 1 to 2 times, and then it'll be in the right place. Or 3 times if you go in the opposite direction. But now that this is done, I have to focus on this part. We want the middle row to be completed now. And it's a little bit harder to explain. But okay, so there's a red and green right here. And we want it to be over here. Because it's red, green, red and green. So I can't really explain how to get this in here. I just remember how to do it. Hopefully I do it correctly, because if I go too slow, I might mess up. So I might have to do it a little bit faster just to remember, or maybe even close my eyes. Sometimes I will forget how to do something, and if I just close my eyes, I'll remember out of muscle memory. So, turn this over, bring this up, bring this over, bring it down, bring it over, bring it up, bring this back, and bring it down. And now, this is in the right place. So I have to do it with all the other pieces. So like over here, red and blue. There's red and blue. And then I just have to repeat the same thing. But now it's on this side. Before, when I did red and green, pretend this is red and green, I had to bring it on to the right, but now I have to bring red and blue to the left. So I just have to do it in like the opposite order, or just thinking of it going to the left side. So I have to bring the top to the right, bring the left up, bring the top to the left, bring the left down, bring the top to the left, and I also turn the cube, bring it right up, bring the top to the right, and then bring it down. And now it's in the right position. I turn the cube because that's how I was taught. If I do it a different way, I might mess up. I might not, but that's how I was taught. You're probably not supposed to do it that way and just keep everything in one position, because it can get confusing. But I could probably do it without turning the cube. So let's try it now. So blue and orange, so I have to bring it to the left. Sorry about that. I'm filming this really late at night. Yeah, people are still driving really loud. Yeah. I live really close to a highway, so it can get loud, but I've grown used to it. I have more, I notice it anymore when I'm filming. But anyway, so blue and orange, blue and orange. So let's repeat that. So I'll try not to turn the cube this time. Alright, so bring the top to the right, bring the left up, bring the top to the left, bring the left down, bring the top to the left, bring the front up, bring the top to the left, or to the right, I mean, and bring the front down. When I say bring the front down, I mean if it's like this, bring it down. So how I learned it, how the guy taught was he never used the front. So that's why he would turn the cube. So when I turn the top like this, I don't have to turn the front. I just go like that. That's how I learned it, but it's probably not. It doesn't matter as long as you solve it. It's not like I'm trying to solve it quickly or anything. So now the interesting thing here is that all those pieces, when you found like green and orange, when you found like blue and red, it was at the top over here, and then you have to bring it in here. In this case, green and orange is in the position, or it's in the right place, but not oriented correctly. So I actually have to replace any piece, doesn't matter what piece, in here, and then just replace it back. So I'll show you what I mean. Let me just replace any piece in there. I put orange and yellow. So basically, this is supposed to be like facing the right direction. So green, if it's green over here, then it has to be above the green. And the other piece has to be on the top part of the cube. This is like the opposite side of white. So it'd have to be on the top part here. How it was before was if I were to have it over here and put it in. That's wrong, because then you'll have it in the opposite way. We want it like this. So I'm just going to do the same thing that I've been doing, just a little bit faster. And that's it. We have the middle row and one side completed. So after this, there's a few more steps. Just like with the white part, we want to get the yellow in a cross first, and then we'll mess around with everything else. Actually, am I forgetting something? I think it's the cross first, yeah, so we want the yellow in a cross. So we'll do that. A few things that can happen is you might, so there's a few ways that that might show up. So just ignore the corners. We're not going to look at the corners at all. What can happen is that there's no yellow edges and it's just a dot in the middle. You know, the corners don't matter. I don't care if there's corners at the moment. That comes later. So only looking at the edges in the middle. So there could be only a dot. There could be an L, which is what we have right now. There could be a bar. Or there could be a cross. If there's a cross, that's good. That saves a little bit of time. But we have an L. So what we have to do is we're going to have to do a couple of things. And we'll get to a bar afterwards, and then we'll get it to a cross. And I think this is one of the things where I have to do it a little bit faster. just so that I remember. But we'll see. So, having this facing towards me and that on top, we bring the front. Actually, so this one actually uses a front maneuver. So maybe I saw a different video and found this, how to do it this way, or maybe he did actually use front turns, but I might have gotten it from a different video. So we bring the front to the right, bring the right up, bring the top to the left, bring the right down, bring the top to the right, and bring this up. Okay, I actually did it correctly. Now we have a bar, and then you just do the same thing, but with the bar horizontal towards you. So it's horizontal. So front to left, right up, top to the left, right down, top to the right, and turn the cube, and bring this up. Bring the left part up. And so now we have cross. Once again, we have a yellow piece in the corner, but that doesn't matter right now. So, luckily it seems like we might be doing every scenario that might happen. So, like with the cross before, it might just have a cross, and if that happens, then you get to skip a step. But I wanted to show every single step and every scenario that might happen. So luckily we were able to do that, and in this next step I get to show you it. So two things that might happen. So we are looking at these top pieces with the yellow over here. So something that might happen is something like this, where like only one piece is right, but you just have to twist the cube around a few times to figure out what's the right orientation. So you just kind of like look around. Nothing. Blue is correct, but you want two pieces to be in the right place. So just look around. No. Turn it. Okay, so red and green right here. This is in the right places. What can happen? This is actually the better version because it's a little bit shorter. Another thing that can happen is, let's say you have green and blue in the right place, and they're across from one another. If you do that in this next algorithm, we want it to be adjacent, and then we want all of the colors to be in the right spot. So this middle one should be blue, and this middle one should be orange. So if they were across from one another, we'd have to get it adjacent, like this. And then we can get it so that they're all in the right place. But this is fine. So this one I usually forget as well, because I confuse it with another move that's a little bit similar, that I'll be showing in a little bit, hopefully, if I get it. I'm pretty sure you're always supposed to get it though. If I don't, then I'll just retry and see if I get it the next time. So, what you do is you want the adjacent parts to be to your right, so it goes some random piece. Red is correct, green is correct. You want it to be to your right. So if I turn the cube to the right, it's correct. Yeah, this part is across. And to my right, this is correct. I don't want it to be like this. Technically, I think just have to do it in reverse, and it would be correct. I could try. I can try right now, but I'll just do it correctly. I could purposely mess up and test to see if it works, but so this move, you bring the right part up, top part to the left, right part down, top to the left again, right part up, and spin the top part 2 times. Doesn't matter. Since it's 2 times, then it'll just be back where it was if you spin it to the left or to the right. And then you just bring the right part down, so this is intact. And then you bring the top part left once more, and they're all in the right position. So, as I was saying before, I was wondering if you could do the same move, but when I said like it's supposed to be adjacent but to the right, I wonder if you could do it to the left as well. So, but you just have to go left, left up, top right, left down, top right, left up, right 2 times, left down, and then 1 more time to the left. I'm not actually sure. But we are at the final, final 2 algorithms. Yeah, it seems like I will get to show every single algorithm. So sometimes you might have to repeat them. But this is a completely new algorithm. And I might have to do it like maybe once or twice. But anyway, so you want to look for a corner that it doesn't necessarily have to be oriented correctly. So like this, if it was yellow, blue, orange, that's fine. If it was yellow, blue, orange, completely fine. It doesn't matter if it's like flipped in a different way. And I guess I could show you after like what I mean, because I'm trying to get to that anyway. But you just want one that's in the right place. So this is in the right place and it's oriented correctly. We just got lucky there, but you still do the same thing. Sometimes you might get one that is like none of the corners are in the right place. So you just have to do the same algorithm, and then that'll unlock one of them to be in the right place. And then you can just go from there. But anyway, so as long as one of them is in the right place, it doesn't have to be oriented correctly, then you do this move. So it's you bring it to the top right. You make sure it's at the top right, not at the top left. You bring the top to the left, right, up, top right, left, up, top left, right down, top right, left down. Very simple move. So like right here, what I meant was like this. This would have been completely fine if this was the only piece that was like in the right place, and all the other ones were in the wrong place. If it looked like this, yellow, green, orange, yellow, orange, green, that would have been fine. And you would just have to do the same move, but with this in the right place. I can even show you. Let me see if I can mess it up a little bit. So like, yeah. So, see right here, yellow, red, green, but this is blue, yellow, orange, so that's in the wrong place. So all I have to do is just do that same move. So, top left, right up, top right, left up, top left, right down, top right, left down. And it's still not in the right order, then I just do it again. Top left, right up, top right, left up, top left, right down, top right, left down. And so we have it in the same position as before. Well, yeah, that's all you'd have to do. And so now we're at kind of like the final move. So if it looks like this, what are the different things that might happen? So I think what might happen is you might get a yellow facing out like this and a yellow facing out like this, and they're all and only two corners are messed up. You might get them where they're, diagonally across from each other. You might get one, I forget if you get one where three corners are messed up. I don't actually remember. I think you might get one like that. But in this case, we have it diagonally across. So I want the yellow to be facing me. And we're going to do the last algorithm. This is the last one. I'm going to have to do it, I think, 2 times. Either 2 or 3 times. I forget. But I'm pretty sure it's 2. It might actually be 3. So you have yellow facing you. If it's yellow facing away, that's wrong. Yellow facing you. You bring the top to the right. Oh, and by the way, the one that I was saying before, that looks a little bit similar to another one. This is the one I was talking about. This one is very similar to the last one. You just do it in a different order. So you bring the top to the right, and you go, you bring the right up, and you bring the top 2 times to the left. Bring the right down, bring the top to the right, bring the right up, and bring the top to the right, and then bring this down. Actually, I think that was the wrong move. My bad. Oh no. Okay, sorry. So you do that. I forgot there's one more thing that you have to do after that. You just have to do the same thing on the other side. So bring the left side up. Bring the top 2 times to the right. Left down. Right. Top left. Left up. Top left. Left down. Okay. Oh, okay. So now, yeah, this is the one I was talking about. I wasn't sure where there's like 3. I could have sworn I might have done it wrong. I might have had to do the yellow facing away from me, which is interesting, but okay. So when it's like this, I know for sure that, so if this is the right one, I just have to go the one right next to it. So I just do that same move. Right up, top to the left twice, right down, top to the right, right up, top to the right, right down. And I do the same thing on that side. As I said before, it doesn't matter if you actually bring the top to the left or to the right. If you spin around twice. So I can show you that right now. So if I bring the left up and I bring the top to the left 2 times, I bring the left down, bring the top to the left, bring the left up, bring the top to the left, bring this down, that's completely fine. It does the same thing. If you spin something 2 times, then it'll be in the exact same position whether you spin it to the right or to the left. So this is exactly where I want to be. 2 are fine on this side. Sorry. this side. So you can see from this, yellow is facing out. We want it to face to the right, so the yellow should be right here and right here. You just have to do the same thing. Let me do it a little bit quicker. So we got exactly what we wanted. Yellow's facing out. And now I just have to do it once more. Exactly like how we were holding it before. So and that's it. We've completely solved the 3x3 Rubik's Cube. And there's a few things I could talk about more, but I actually have another Rubik's Cube. It's a 2x2. I haven't gotten anything of a 3x3, so let's move this out of the way. Bring this over. We have a 2x2 Rubik's Cube because there's a little bit of a different sound to it. It's a little bit more rougher. Hopefully this isn't too loud. If it is, then I'll just decrease the volume. But this one's a little bit harder to explain because I play with this one less than the other one over here. So this one I probably won't even explain too much, but let me see if I could decrease it myself right now. Okay, this one you don't need too much messing up. But anyway, I won't explain this one. This one's a little bit harder to explain, I think, just because I really don't remember. I mostly have to go off of muscle memory, and I actually don't remember how to do things correctly, so sometimes I have, like, that algorithm we did where we bring the right up, and then top 2 times the left, right down, that, you have to do it over here. But there's a few different orientations that can happen, and I don't really remember when to do it or like in what position to do it. So I kind of just mess around with it. So this might actually take me a while of just like messing around, getting the same position over and over again. Or maybe I might just get lucky, but hopefully it's the second option. So luckily we have these two in the right place. So it's white, red, blue, and then the blue is next to the other blue, and then we have orange. So yeah, it's yellow, green, orange. We just want the orange to be in the right position here. So I just gotta do that. Okay. This one is actually much harder to turn before, and I had to lubricate it a little bit just so I was easier. Actually, did I? Yeah, I think I did lubricate it. I forget. I actually don't know if you can take this apart, so I forget if I lubricated it, but I'm pretty sure I did lubricate it. So now I just have to now they're all in the right place. So supposed to do one, like for the top, 1, 1, 2, instead of 2, 1, 1, 2 times to the right, and then I shouldn't have done 2 times to the right, and then 1 back, and then 1 back. I'm supposed to go 1 to the right, 1 to the right, and 2 back. So, in this situation, we have 2 blue, so the yellow is completed, the white is completed, and we have 2 blue that we just rotate in the right position. But these 2 are not in the right position. Now, for this one, for this last algorithm, I definitely cannot explain it. I remember when I was first playing with this, I learned it, and then I didn't play for it for a long time, and I completely forgot. And I remember I was just like, I can't remember. I had to look up the YouTube video again, and I was just like, I wonder if I could just do it, just turn off my mind and just see if I could do it, without even thinking about it. And I did it. So I definitely cannot explain it to you. I'm just gonna have to shut off my mind. But all I remember is, so here's the yellow, here are the 2 pieces. You want the white to be facing you. The white is facing me in this position. And I just do a series of things, and then it's done. So I'm just gonna do that right now. And I was done. I'm sorry that I can't explain it, but I did want to talk about a few more things. One cool thing, we're done with this now. I'm not gonna play with this anymore. There's a few cool tricks that you could do to make it look nicer instead of having it completed like this. You do a pattern. I know for the 2x2, there's one where it's I think only one corner is out of place, but I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do any tricks for this one, so we're just gonna set that aside right now. This one though, there's 2 that I know. One is very easy. Basically, you just turn the middle 2 times for each side. So turn this one 2 times, flip it over, rotate it 90 degrees, flip it 2 times, and then turn the cube, and then turn it 2 times. And now you have a checkerboard pattern. So that one's nice, but I do like another one. It's a little bit better. I just forget which way it's supposed to go. I think it's to orient it this way. It's better because I like the white, red, and blue pattern. So I think it's supposed to be blue on top and red to the right. But you just turn the middle to the left once for every side. So you just go. And there you go. Just a little, it's like a flower pattern. And I really like this, the white, red, and blue colors. And I like having this one on yellow, green, and orange. So when I have it on my desk, I'll keep it like that. But there is one more thing that I wanted to do. Actually, it goes like this, I think, to get it back. I wanted to talk about the cube itself. So basically, as I said before, the middle pieces don't turn. It's only the sides that turn. And so, actually, before I get into that, I want to tell you something. So, this cube is not like the regular Rubik's cubes. This one's supposed to be for playing it very quickly. So so it's like really rough. So these are really nice. I do like these cubes a little bit more though. It kind of has like that feeling where like it reminds you of the old Rubik's cubes. I really like the old Rubik's cubes. I kind of like having it a little bit rougher rather than it being so smooth. I really like the old Rubik's cubes. So one thing about a Rubik's cube is that sometimes they might be completely impossible to complete. So, like with this, if this corner is oriented wrong, like this is impossible to complete. You cannot complete this. It'll always look like this. So sometimes you might have to take it apart and put it back together. If it ever looks like this, because sometimes it can mess with you throughout the whole thing. Because the colors won't be in the right places and won't look correct. So you might just have to completely take it apart and put it back together, and then mix it up, and then you can play with it again. And what I was going to talk about before was at the middle. It's not, you can't take the middle off. It's only the other parts that rotate freely. Like, you could even say, like, oh, but what if I turn the middle, like, what if I hold these two parts and turn the middle like this? No, the middle isn't turning. It's actually just these two pieces that are turning. Or actually, yeah, this can rotate like this. It's on a swivel. But if it's like, like this, then no. It's only these two pieces that are turning. But this, like when you have it on face like this, it is on a swivel. And I can show that to you because I have a Rubik's Cube, another Rubik's Cube. These are the older ones, but it's an old Rubik's Cube and I don't have all the parts to it, which is sad. But I can take this apart, so. try to like bring this down. It won't move. It can turn like this. But that's the only thing it can do. So that's why you kind of have to orient yourselves to the middle not moving, but everything else, the corners, the edges, those move freely. Those can be taken apart. So as you earn, it's like a little bit old. That's why I guess there's a little bit of rust, maybe. That's why it sounds like that. And yeah, I guess I could maybe put it back together, but if it creates too much noise, then I don't want to even try. But we can see. Yeah, let's do the corner pieces first. Green and red. I don't think I ever remember how to do this, so I just have to give up here. This is an edge piece, I'm sorry. I already did it wrong. Okay. There we go. Green, red, and white. parts of it, some parts of the cover come off. So I remember trying to do it like really fast, and I would do something where I was like this, like a little bit off, and then I tried to go like this, and basically one corner would pop out. Didn't do it there, but like I tried to turn these both at the same time, and then one corner would pop out because I was putting too much force from two different angles. So I was in the case that will come off a little bit, but you can't take it apart. Yellow, I don't have any yellows yet. Yellow is on the top. If I try to do that, it might fall apart. Red and white. Red and white. Good. Yellow. Okay, red. No, that's yellow. I'll just move the yellows over. Orange and white. That's white, so I need another piece first. Because it'll just fall through. Okay, so I guess I have to do the yellows now. So let's start with the easier side, this side, and then I can flip it over like that. So yellow, orange, nope, don't want oranges yet. We want reds, red, whites, and blues. Red, white, and yellow. Red, white, blue, and yellow. There we go, next one. Yellow, red, and blue. Right here, yellow, red, and blue. Right here. Not like that, though. There we go. Yellow, red, and blue. Like that, okay. We want white, red, and yellow. White, red, and yellow. But we need one over here, so we need red and yellow first. Red and yellow, so we need to move this one. We need to scoot this one in first. I don't know how to get this one. Maybe if I go all the way over here, try to, there you go, yep, that'll do it. I have to break this one, no, this one, like that, and like that, there we go. Interesting mechanic. So we want white, red, and yellow again. There we go. So that's one side done. I can bring it like this. This is wrong. Should be like that. There we go. Orange, yellow, and white. Can't do that next time.